Shalom, first and foremost, all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakakodash, and double honor to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and peace, blessings, and salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel, to you. We say, Shalom. In this lesson, I'm just going to go into, a few curses that the Most High Yahweh have us under. So this is Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Right? Anywhere we at, we'll be cursed. We're cursed in Babylon the Great. We're cursed throughout the four corners of the earth where we've been scattered. The children of Israel are cursed. We cannot escape the curses. And every curse don't apply to every captivity, because in every captivity we was in different situations. Verse 17, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. That's right. We'll curse in our pockets, you know, also the bank account going into negative. We're cursed in our bank account too. Our money is low, You're gonna have some jakes that that would be well off, but as a majority and as a nation, we're cursed. Verse 18, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. The fruit of thy body is talking about the children. It says fruit of thy land, according to like the vegetation, whether it's corn, grapes, wheat. It's not applied to now because we don't have land now. But it says fruit of thy body. Our children are cursed as well. Verse 19, cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. That's right. It says cursed when thou comest in. When you're born into the world, you're cursed. Especially now. Even back then, you had a lot of Israelites born into captivity. It It says, curse when thou goest out. Right? Yeah, when you die, you're cursed as well. You have no inheritance coming from our forefathers and, from our fathers and their fathers. No inheritance. These curses are, being placed upon you so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, and you Israelites that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Verse 20, Yahweh shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. All right, so it says, the Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly. Because of why? It says, because of the wickedness of thy doings. Because we forsook the Lord. So the Lord brought upon, his people cursing. Let's look up the word cursing. Going into the Strongs, it says, bitterly curse. The Lord brought upon his people bitterness. That's why they turn to drugs and alcohol. The Lord brought upon his people vexation. It says tumult, confusion, disquietude, discomfiture, destruction, trouble, right? Confusion, disquietude. The Lord brought upon his people disquietude. It says a state of uneasiness or anxiety. That's our people. They're always anxious. All right. They're depressed. Don't know how this bill gonna get paid. The Lord brought upon his people uneasiness. He brought upon his people disquietude, anxiety, a feeling uneasiness, a feeling of anxiety or discomfort. That's right. Our people, they want to be comforted, but they go about it the wrong way. Okay? The only place you can find comfort is through Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. So our people are going through the curses that we're reading. So that's how you know that, with the children of Israel, the Lord shall bring upon us curse and vexation. It says rebuke, reproof, right? Right, because Jake needs correction. So the Lord will send his prophets out there to reprove and rebuke his people. Also, anything Jake was going to do, it wasn't going to work out. You know. It says verse 21, the Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee until he have consumed thee from off the land whether thou goest to possess it. Right? Pestilence cleave unto thee, going to a sickness, a plague, a disease. Okay, and that, what's happening, during different captivities. You also had the bubonic plague during the dark ages. You know. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Shalom.